Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Please like and share. And if you can hear me, please do let me know. Please come on in, guys. Like and share. If you can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. Just gonna wait for another 1 minute and we'll get started. Another 1 minute and then we just counted another 20 seconds and then we'll get started. Please like and share the live stream as you come in, guys. Like and share, guys. I'm just trying to turn my laptop on, but it's not turning on. Oh, battery is dead. Right, okay. So guys, we're just gonna do a quick intro, we get started. So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. And please guys, like this live stream as you come in. It's gonna be a very it's gonna be a very quick one. Because I've just arrived in from work. I've got work early tomorrow morning. So it's just gonna be an maximum 40-45 minutes and we'll be out of here. So I'm sure you guys all saw from the title there why this live stream is on. And I saw the post this morning because I started work 10 o'clock this morning. So I was at home till about half 8, 9 o'clock. I was just scrolling through the street of through the street of Instagram, and then I saw a post about this lady on the screen on the thumbnail. So what happened to her? I'm sure you guys will ask that what happened to her, blah 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 blah. So it was said that the post said that with deep sadness, we announced the passing of Mrs. Olubumi Okeniyi, who tragically passed away on the 13th of October, half four in Sutherland in the UK. Mrs. Olubumi, who arrived from Nigeria with her two sons on the 16th of September, barely just a few 4.5 weeks, barely 4.5 weeks after arriving in the UK, is survived by her husband, Mr. Jacob Okeniyi. We are urgently seeking donations to assist with her immediate burial as her husband cannot afford the cost. So this post announcing her death was posted by someone called Oluom or something. So when I saw that post, my heart sank. My heart sank, and I felt I could use this to come educate most of the people that are looking to jackpot and stuff like that. As you all know on my channel, I am an advocate for jackpot. Like if you want to jackpot. And I'm sure there are so many videos on my channel where I encourage people to jackpot and how you can jackpot. I am an ambassador for jackpot the right way, jackpot in the legal way, jackpot with a plan. Okay, jackpot because you have the funds. Okay, and do not jackpot because some people are doing it, because your friends are doing it. Don't borrow money to jackpot and stuff like that. Like, what, you must have a plan, you must have a focus. However, one thing I felt like I have not really shared or talk about or tell people who are planning to jackpot to wherever in the world to do, I felt that for the fact that this lady's death was announced, I think I'm going to use that to like advise you guys. So as it is, this lady, it was just barely over a month and maybe 2 days that she arrived in the UK, that she passed away. The cause of her death was not mentioned, so we don't know the cause of her death. Hello, Calpage Stationery. I'm very well. How are you? Please like the live stream, like and share. So, amen. God bless you too. So, my condolences goes to this woman, especially to her husband and her young sons. Like, I just can't imagine what her husband would be going through. And this kind of like reminded me of my friend also. I lost a friend early on this year. She has 4 kids. 4 kids. So I just can't imagine what our husband will be going through. So my condolences goes out to our family. So, like I said from the beginning of this live stream, jackpot the right way. If you jackpot in the legal way, you will not suffer. It might be difficult for the first few months. See, I've been through it. There's no jackpot talk that any new jackpot want to come and tell me that I've not been through, that I've not experienced. The first few months might will let me not say we might, it will be hard because you're leaving everything back home. You don't have friends, you don't have family, you don't have relatives here. It's just you and your family. And I want to believe that her husband has already been in the UK and she just joined her husband, you know. So it's going to be a change of environment, right? So why I said I'm going to use this channel or this video of the person of this lady to educate us. If you have it in your plan, mm, if you have it in your plan that you want to japa, that you want to travel abroad, as long as you are doing it in a legal way, please do a full medical checkup in Nigeria before you leave. Do a full medical checkup before you leave. I've not mentioned this before on my channel, and I felt like, yeah, I'm going to use it to educate people. Do a full medical checkup before you leave. This is not the first story of somebody who arrived in the UK not long after and then they passed away. There was a news about a young guy, sometimes in June. It was at the airport, just as he was arriving at the airport, that he slumped and died. Just as he arrived at the airport, he claimed his bag. He was being escorted out of the airport when he slumped and died. There have been other cases of other Nigerians I've heard about as well who fell sick and they died as well. So it will be a disaster if you don't know your medical, like if you don't know what your health issues are. And don't get me wrong, it is not everybody that is walking about that has an underlying health condition. Thank you for that. It is not everybody that is walking about that has an underlying health condition. Some people do not even know that they have an underlying health condition. In most cases, they will just find it by chance. Hence why I said that if you are planning to jackpot, if you are planning to relocate anywhere in the world, please run a full medical on yourself. And when I mean full medical, it could start from checking your blood pressure, going for an ultrasound, you know, just do a full medical checkup. And most things that most people don't take seriously nowadays is their blood pressures. Blood pressure could kill you in an instant. You might be experiencing symptoms, but because you're not checking, but because you're not conscious of your health, and then when it's just going to hit like a thief at night. So I'm not saying that I know what killed this woman. It was not mentioned what happened to her. Okay, but if you're planning to jackpot, please have a knowledge of whatever it is you might be struggling with. There might be there might be a family issue of a certain disease in your family. You might not have the experience, you might not have it, but it will be good to have such knowledge. And it will help you in the long run if you run a full medical on yourself. Check your blood type, check your genotype, check your blood pressure, check if you're diabetic, check if you have if you're exposed to anything that might expose any illnesses or any infection that might expose you to longer term of some sort of illnesses. Just do your even if you're not doing medical checkup, do a full blood count, like your blood get your blood checked, because if you do a full blood count, it could highlight the things. There could be inflammation markers. If you do full blood check, if you do your blood work, it might highlight things that you don't even know. It might highlight some things that you're not even aware of. It might even be hypertensive and you might not know. But running your blood, you might be able to figure that out. You might be diabetic, but doing a full blood test will help you find that. So we need to take our health seriously. Hello, Florence. How are you? Exactly. It's so sad. Barely a month after. 2 days, that makes it exactly a month. Barely a month after that she arrived in the UK, that she passed away. And now the Nigerian community they joined are now um they are now crowdfunding for her. after this live stream, I'm going to try and find the link of the crowdfunding and put it in the description of this video. So if God led you, if God put it in your heart to put into the contribution for her family, because now they said her husband cannot afford her burial, and there's no way the husband will be able to afford it because she's only just arrived in the UK a month. She's only just arrived in the UK a month. Hence why the video I did over the weekend there, that if you end up in the grave, you have no use to anybody if you end up in the grave. Like I said, we don't know what led to her death. It was not mentioned what killed her. It could be an underlying health condition that she was not aware of, or she could be aware of it. It could be stress. There could be something else. Maybe she knows something's bothering her or something's wrong with her. See, even if you are planning to leave Nigeria, and this advice I'm giving you, please take it seriously. If you are planning on leaving Nigeria, please do a full balanced health check. It is better you know what you are exposed to before you leave Nigeria. And then if you now get to the abroad, if you get to abroad, first thing first, get yourself registered with a doctor and let that doctor know what your health condition or what you believe you might be suffering from. You might not be showing symptoms yet, but maybe you have a history of that illness in your family. There are some people, diabetes na family history. Some people na heart disease be their family is a family history disease. Some people it is lung disease. Some people it's cardiothoracic issues that they have in their family. Some people it's obese that they have they have like a history in their family. You might not be experiencing any of those things, but because it's hereditary or because it's like a genetic thing, you might in the long run be have it. But just because you don't have it yet does not mean that it might not affect you, or it will affect you. So once you find that, hello OJ, welcome. So please take it serious, because the amount of deaths that I've heard is shocking, absolutely shocking. And there's no jackpot story that anybody wants to come and tell me that is new to me. I know the jackpot stories. I've experienced it. So, like I said, this lady now, we don't know we don't know the cause of her death, but now people are soliciting for funds for her. And also, this is something I've also started saying to people in the UK. You might have been in the UK for 20 years. You might have been in the UK from the beginning of your life. It's a sad news, OJ. Very, very sad news. Barely a month after she arrived in the UK. Barely a month. I mean, she was even here for a month. There was a story of a young guy. I think it was a young Muslim guy. It was as he arrived at the airport. He's already collected his bag. He was exiting the airport when he slumped and passed away. This one never even settled. It was just when he arrived at the airport from Nigeria that he passed away. He slumped and passed away. So, as long as you know you are planning to jackpot and you already have your confirmation that you are jackpotting, please do a full medical checkup on yourself. And this full medical check, all it's going to take is a full blood count. There's a full blood work. Get a blood sample, go to a lab, get your blood done. And then once you do that, and jackpot in a legal way. And I'm still of the opinion that if you jackpot in a legal way, you will not have any problem abroad. The first few months might be tough, and I will not lie to you. It will be tough. It will be tough. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The first few months will be tough. Getting used to the kind of food they eat here. The first time when I arrived in this country, and the first time I ate their bread, I almost vomited. OJ said high stress level. In fact, I'm going to advise everybody now. If you are in the UK, as we are approaching winter, go and get yourself vitamin D. Because it is this time of the year that some people are feeling, they'll be feeling depressed. They'll just be tired for no reason. They'll feel so sick. So go and stock up on vitamin D as we are approaching winter. Now, go and stock up. I was just reading, they were just talking to us at work about the weather changing, affecting your mood, affecting you in general, then they advise us to start taking, to take our intake of vitamin D. So I will recommend vitamin D for all of you. Especially if you are African heritage. As winter is approaching, go and get yourself vitamin D. Me, I'm going to stock up on vitamin D as well when I'm on my day off. So with that being said, once you arrive in the UK, it might be it's going to be tough. The first few weeks or the first few months might be tough for you because you might not even have a job yet. You might have to start applying for a job, and the thought of having money, and by the time you finish all the money you brought it to UK from Nigeria, you start getting stressed, and some people before you know it, they lose themselves when they get stressed. So once you arrive in the UK and you already know what your health issues are, some people are lucky they don't have health issues. Some people not so lucky, they might have some health issues that maybe they are using medication for. Even if you're asthmatic, they might have all those health issues. And once you arrive, please register with the nearest GP. It will even be helpful for that your doctor if you are able to tell them your full medical history. Maybe give them, if you have a copy of the blood test you did in Nigeria before you leave, maybe bring it to the doctor. The doctor might just order a new one just so they understand. If it's any ECG or any testing that you did, that you have a record of it or you have a result of it, bring it with you and show it to the doctor. But I'm sure whatever they've written the result of the test, the doctor might be able to maybe order another one. So with that being said, something else that I have started talking again on my channel is getting a life insurance policy. So this woman now, she's only been in the UK for like a month and two days. I wouldn't suppose and I wouldn't expect that she would have a life insurance. However, her husband has been in the UK, but I don't know for how long for. Please, if you are one of the 29 people watching me right here, I am imploring you to take out a life insurance policy, because none of us is thinking that we are going to die tomorrow. None of us. But if this woman had a life insurance policy, if her husband has a life insurance policy, there won't be this need of, oh, community should be raising money for her, let's do crowdfunding, let's do good funding. There won't be any need for that. And even people do that for them, it might just be to to help them survive the few days of burial and stuff like that. Please, it's not expensive. Taking out a life insurance policy is not expensive. If I were to be told today that I'll be sitting down here and telling you about a life insurance policy, I would say, nah, no. And no, it's not because maybe I cannot afford it though. It's because I've not come to fact, or I've not come to accept the fact that people will die and go. I'm still one of those people that can't don't want to hold on to the fact that we will all die one day. I'm one of those people that I'm still open and believing in a miracle that God will just come one day and say He has already washed away all the sins of death. Or should I say, I have not come to terms with the fact that people will die. Yeah, that's why I have not put. That was why in the past few months I have not put in a life insurance policy. But there's a video I made about the breast cancer awareness week. We are in the so it's the breast cancer awareness month. So I made a video in that regard and I share a story. So if you've not watched that live stream, go and watch it on my channel. Don't wait until you experience something. Don't wait until you experience a health scare. Don't wait until doctor tell you, oh, you have 3 months to live before you decide to put in a life insurance policy. Because if you put on a life insurance policy now, it will help your family, especially if you have children. It will save your family from struggling, especially if you are the breadwinner. So take a life insurance policy. It's not expensive, and you don't necessarily have to do it for all the people in your family. You can just do it for yourself. And if you have young children, it's because of those children that you have put in the life policy anyway, life insurance policy anyway, so that at the end of the once and if anything, God forbid, anything happens to you, whatever whatever you are covered for will be paid to your family. So guys, this is what I've not this is what I've not discussed on my channel before, but because of this issue, the story of this woman that passed away, it's so sad. And I just can't start to imagine what her husband and her family will be going through, and especially these two sons that she left behind. And the cost of transferring a cusp back home to Nigeria is not chicken change. It's not chicken change. I've heard of people who were like, oh, they want to send the cusp back home to Nigeria, but when they hear the cost of it, when they heard the cost of transferring a cusp back home to Nigeria, it's not chicken change. So guys, like I said, I don't want to be here for a very long time. I just want the live stream to be very, very short. So let us take our health seriously. Like I said, there was a live stream I did yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, about you when you are working, take care of yourself. Take good care of yourself, because of what use is it if you end up in the grave, or because you're wanting money? This said, I work in pharmacy. The rate Jackman Nigerians come for blood pressure and pain medication is alarming. And in the end, they end up not picking it up because they thought it's free like seeking. See, can you imagine? Can you imagine? So they end up collecting prescription, but they won't come back to take the medication because they thought it's free like seeking. No, because at the end of the day, some of them will be taking medication for the wrong thing. Some of them will be taking medication for the wrong thing. Few years ago, we lost a Ghanaian friend. I don't know, maybe he was aware of I don't know if he was aware that he was diabetic or not. But I heard when we went for his funeral that he died from complicated diabetes. Diabetes is something you can prevent. Diabetes is something you can prevent, but how did it get complicated? When there's GPs, there's clinic you can go to, you know? And also if you're in the UK and you immediately you clock 40 years of age, there's something called, I can't remember what it's called now, but if I find it, I'll put it in the comment of this live stream and I'll pin it up. The month or the year you turn 40, you have the duty. It is your duty to go to your GP and say, you've turned 40, there's something to do like a full medical checkup once you turn age 40. I did not know about that until when I attended the conference. I was invited to come and speak there as a preoperative nurse. That was when this Nigerian doctor who has been practicing in London for years said, you know what, there's something that African community are not aware of. Once you are age 40, immediately you turn 40, bam, just speak to your GP that you know what, just speak to your GP that you've turned 40, that you want a full check. And the full check, if you're a male, they'll be doing full blood check. They'll be checking you to check if you're not at risk of prostate cancer and stuff like that. They do all those check. Same thing they did for the women as well. For me, I already had mine done. I think I had mine done. Maybe I turned 39. And how did I got it done? Because I had symptoms of gallbladder issues because I had gallstones. So my GP tried to do a full, to order a full workup, ultrasound, X-rays, get my blood done. In fact, at some point I was thinking maybe I had thyroid issues because I was always getting tired. But everything pointed to my gallbladder. And I had my gallbladder removed this year. And I'm one of those people that I don't even get symptoms at all. And the one time that I get symptoms, I will end up in hospital. In fact, I was not going to get my gallbladder removed because I don't get symptoms as compared to other people. Maybe in a year, I might get a gallbladder attack. And then when I get that one gallbladder attack, at times I will feel as if maybe I want to give birth to 20 children at once. That's how the pain is. So, like I was saying, I wanted to keep it. I wanted to I almost canceled the surgery. And then one of my colleagues, when I was a student, I was working in a ward. When I started my job as a nurse in that hospital, I did not see her for the first year, and I was wondering, where's Lorraine? Where's Lorraine? And then I saw her after a year. I started at work, and I'm like, what happened? She's lost a lot of weight. She said her gallbladder busted, like her gallbladder burst open inside her while she was waiting in A&E. So she was having gallbladder issues, pain, and then she went to accident and emergency. It was while she was at accident and emergency, she experienced like an excruciating pain she had never felt before. It was when she felt that pain that she grabbed a nurse saying, "What this pain she's feeling right now, that they should give her something that she's going to take out the gallbladder herself." Luckily for her, there was a consultant walking by. That consultant assessed her, felt her, and said, "You know what? We need to get her straight to the theater that her gallbladder has already burst." It's just like when an appendix burst open inside you. It was God that saved her. She was off work for 9 months. She had a drain. She was going about with a drain. And someone that used to be like a size 18, 20, when I saw her, she was almost the same size as I am. So your health is very, very important to you. But for me, when I heard the fact that our gallbladder burst, I tried to follow up on my appointment that I need to get mine out. And I'm so fortunate I got it out. I'm so fortunate I got it out. So please, those of us that we are in the UK, take care of your health. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. And endeavor to have a GP because it is going to be a sin against you that you don't have a GP. Don't say you work today, you want to go and use paracetamol, and stop taking medication when you're not even sure of what you're experiencing. Just don't treat yourself. Anything that is new, see your GP straight away. And also to those who are Jackpa who want to Jackpa out of Nigeria, as long as Jackpa is in the plan for you, please endeavor to go and do a full body checkup so you know what it is you might be struggling with. And luckily for you, you might do the checkup and hello Cindy Emmanuel, how are you? I posted your stuff yesterday. I'm so sorry. I thought I misplaced your address, but I posted the stuff yesterday. Hopefully you get it before the end of the week. So please, if you are planning to leave Nigeria, I would imagine that you will have the money to be able to do a full body checkup because the money that is going to cost you to buy ticket and all of that. Please do a full body checkup, full blood count. Buy a blood pressure machine or maybe get your blood pressure checked. Hello, Suzanne. Good evening. How are you? Check your blood pressure. You might be one of the lucky ones who don't have underlying health conditions. That's good. As long as you get yourself checked, you have the knowledge that you don't have any underlying medical condition. And as soon as you enter into the UK or any abroad that you're going, as long as you started working, register with a GP and get a life insurance policy. Oh, you have received it, Cindy. That was fast because I only posted it yesterday morning. That's good. I'm glad you received it. So you enter into the UK, you don't have any underlying health conditions, you're already working, register with your GP and take out a life insurance policy. That's my advice for you. And for those of you that who have been in the abroad for years, you have underlying health condition or you don't have any underlying health condition, please take out a life insurance policy because at the end of the day, if something happens to you, God forbid, you're not leaving your family empty. Cindy said, I got it today. Oh, great, that's fine. This blood pressure left on my can. Exactly, yes. It can lead to other complications. Taking prescribed medication can help with lifestyle changes as well. Exactly. Exactly. Health is wealth, though. Health is wealth. Me that I'm sitting down here before, I would like I'm not gonna fall sick. Like I said, in all of my adult years, I've never fallen sick. I've never fallen sick to an extent that they were admitted to an hospital. The first time since I arrived in this country, first time ever that was admitted was last year November when I had a pain in my left abdominal wall, my right abdominal wall. I had a pain. That pain was considered like anytime I walk, it's as if I've got shooting pain in my left side. And that was before I got my gallbladder out. At some point, I was thinking, oh, could it be my kidney? But then I was urinating well. I saw my GP almost every day of the week. And at some point, she was like, no, all the pain meds I've given to you. I said to her that none of those pain meds were working for me. And she was like, no, I'm going to have to send you to the hospital. By Thursday of that week, she was going to send me to the hospital. And I said, if it is A&E, that I don't want to go. She was like, no, that she will send me to surgical admitting, which means that I will have bypassed waiting in A&E. So she gave me a record of my medical condition. She gave me a letter with my medical record, and I read it. She sealed the envelope. Me, I opened the envelope to see what they have recorded for me, and I was super happy that I'm quite sure. I mean, when I check my record, I'm not a sick person. I'm not ill, and I'm looking after myself very well. I might not take supplements or anything, but I eat well, take enough rest. I do exercise. I think that's one of the things I need to incorporate into my lifestyle. But being on my feet all day for 10 hours for 4 days a week, I think it's enough exercise. Me here, I've never seen when I went to hospital, but when my GP sent me there, my blood pressure has never been below 100. But because I was in a lot of pain, and when they admitted me, my blood pressure was 89 systolic. I can't forget ever. Even when I was pregnant and having all of my children, I had them without no natural, no vaginal, VJJ baths, all of that, no CS, no nothing. And when I had them VJJ bath, there was no pain meds, no, it was just gas and hair. I was fine. I was admitted to the hospital and my systolic blood pressure was 80 something below 100. I was terrified. They had drips running. I was drinking water and I was like, I've never seen my blood pressure that low before. And I have this blood pressure machine that I use at home. If there's any of you who wants it in Nigeria, let me know. I can buy it in bulk. If anybody wants to buy it from me, or you can buy it from Amazon. They sell it there. It's cheap. So take care of yourself, please. And for me as well, I am now an advocate of have a life insurance policy. That breast cancer video I discussed why I decided to be an advocate of get a life insurance policy because I had a cancer scare. I thought I had breast cancer because I found a lump. And this found of a lump was within the space of 3 weeks ago. Yeah, less than 3 weeks ago, I found a lump in my left breast. But within a week, I was seen, I was checked, and it was nothing. It was just a cyst. It was when I did that check, and my GP confirmed the check. That was when I sat down. I went online and I put in place a life insurance policy. It is not because I thought that, oh, that will be the end of me. Because I don't want to leave my family stranded. I don't want my family, if God forbid anything happens to me tomorrow, that they are now going to go for me to go and, solicit for funds. I know if the family could afford it, they would not be out here soliciting for fund. But please, what I'm saying to you is just an advice. I want you to take it really, really seriously. If you're in Nigeria and you plan on traveling abroad, please be very, very observant, very, very conscious of your health issues. Be aware of whatever health conditions you may have, even the one that you are not aware of. Do a full workup on yourself. Because if you're able to afford the money to Japan, you should be able to afford to go to a better hospital and get a full load down of your health. Get your blood, your genotype, your blood group. What are you allergic to? How is your cardiac? How are you? Cardiac. Have you got any cardiac issues? Have you got any history of hypertension, hypotension? Are you diabetic? Are you asthmatic? Do you smoke? Especially those of you who smoke, or even looking at yourself. Just assess yourself. Are you overweight? Are you eating ijekuja? Are you eating rubbish? If you are eating rubbish food, I will advise you, go to the nearest hospital and go and check yourself. If you are overweight, if you are big just like that, and you don't exercise, and you drink, and you smoke, you are the type of people that should go and run a test, a full body test before you plan on leaving Nigeria. And it will save you a lot if you know what you are exposed to, if you know what you are at risk of, so that when you arrive in the UK, register with your GP, and it will even help your GP treat you better if your GP has a full history of your medical health or of your health. So that's just why I said I should come tell you guys, that woman passed away just a little bit over a month. She arrived into the UK on the 13th of September and she passed away on the 16th of October. She left two sons and a husband. So the family, I mean, the community has solicited for funds. Like I said, I'm going to find a link to the GoFundMe. If I find it, I'll put it on the comment section, and I'll link it or somewhere in my description box. If God lays it in your heart to support the family, I will do my bit as well. And it's so sad. It's so sad. So that's just why I said I should come to you this night to advise you that yes, I am Team Jackpa the legal way. Get your body check, like your health record. Get a full body check. Once you arrive in the UK, register with your GP, set up a life insurance policy, and don't overwork yourself. So this woman, they did not mention what was the cause of her death. It was not mentioned in that post. We don't know what happened to her. We don't know the cause of her death. But I just want to pass my condolences to her family. Anyway, guys, this is the end of my live stream. I just thought I'll quickly share that with you. It's past my bedtime and there's work tomorrow. So if you're joining my channel for the first time, please don't hesitate to like, drop a comment in the comment section as regards to what we have discussed right here. Subscribe if you've not yet done so. Turn on the post notification so you don't miss any other video from me. Share this video as well so that others could learn as well. And there are many more videos on my channel that you can keep watching after this. And again, join us tomorrow by 7 o'clock for another live stream. And thanks so much each and every one of you who have been here today. I really appreciate you all. And please share this video. Let us educate ourselves. All right. And I'll see you guys later. Have a lovely evening wherever you are. All right. And please like the live stream before you go. There's 33 of you watching me right now. Please like the live stream. Let's hope we take this live to maybe 20 before I leave. Please give it a thumbs up. I'm looking at it now. There's still 33 of you watching me. Give this video a thumbs up, please. I beg. Hmm? I know the shakara. Now I beg. Like the live stream, please. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys later, right? Bye.